Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday night. It's my first Saturday night free in I don't know how long. I'm usually working on Saturday nights, and if I'm not working, it's because I requested off and have plans. But yeah, I'm off tonight, so day two of Control. Picking up where we left off last time, which I will hopefully know when I see it where we are. Okay, we were
Hope is
getting ready
asked us to
to
document
head to
these,
research for the first time.
inventation, as she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person,
Let
with a
me
pencil and paper.
mute
It's
my
just trying to get us
TV.
killed.
Okay, I remember. I can't, I'm trying to get that before I do anything else with my ability points. And I need 3 for the next one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ended last stream, set myself up to head straight to research next time.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Yeah, told you we'd be
Research
seeing a lot more
sector,
of
huh?
Darling, and
Home
we'll
of the
continue to
Bureau's
see
mad
more.
scientists.
Yeah, these are all just the, dossiers on the different targets. Yeah, the merry-go-round horse from the one that gave me the dash ability. Fiberglass horse once used as a seat for merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when redacted its path. The object is currently bound by redacted. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local redacted reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local redacted found dead at the scene. The object attacked agent redacted by redacted. Agents invoked Formula C5 to redacted the object long enough to redacted. I'm guessing some of those redacteds led to it being brought back to the Bureau. Successfully contained. Well, for a time. And now it is bound to me, the director. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants and research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, the janitor does have that nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into, Dr. Lewis. Probably a safe assumption he's talking about Ati. Spoiler alert, he is. Okay, that's that video we were just watching.
My name?
That's the recording we already listened to last time. Okay, yeah, these we're not worrying about because we pretty much already see them in the campaign. Did I miss one in here? Upcoming game reminder. Yeah, just some of the employees planning some, like, poker night or some shit. Oh, and I'm under attack. I forgot I unlocked this. Yeah, apparently after I unlocked this, I got better about not hitting the reload button because the button that's typically the reload button is the button that makes you switch gun forms. See the crosshair turning, like changing. Yeah, that's the different gun forms. This one is called Spin. And it's like an SMG. Oh yeah, I can do that too. Oh yeah, so satisfying. Killed two guys with that guy. Ow! Man, that was a good fight for a minute. A bunch of dudes with their friends. No. Okay. Answer was kind of yes. Is it just an image? Or something gonna happen? Ha! Ha. Twice the same dude. Nope. All right. Onward to parapsychology. Um, Sweet. I have clearance level 3.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Hey, Macabre. Thanks for the alert. Can't platform right now. Here we go. I don't know what that was I just threw. A lot of explosives in this room to throw around. I didn't even realize that was another one. Okay. Enough with the rockets. Fuck you. I was trying to grab that rocket. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Pretty sure I got that ability. Okay, I better not have to fight all of these enemies again. Doesn't look like I do. Good. Yeah, I got the same badge. Like I know I was watching someone play Elden Ring like a week or two ago, but yeah, I have the badge too. And I looked it up. You only have to watch like 5 minutes. But yeah, it supposedly started yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Okay, now I know which things in this room explode when I throw them. But a lot of times what I grab is just a matter of luck. Ooh, triple kill. Oop. Okay, I knew the rockets were coming. This explodes, I think. Yeah, I think, like I wouldn't have gone out of my way to watch it, but I know there's a few, people that we probably, like River Runs Red. I know he does a lot of Elden Ring. I was watching, one of his where he was playing that, but that was like, like at least a week or two ago.
The astral
And
plane.
then,
Similar to
yeah, I think the last person I would have been watching play Elden Ring would have
regardless, this
been
place is vitally
Rusty.
important to the Bureau.
Last time he was streaming that
Most
earlier this
information on the
past week.
astral plane
I
is
want to say that was like
classified,
Monday
but
or Tuesday.
we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them
Damn,
no
don't know new
justice.
ability points. Okay, that's the one that's like a sniper. Kind of like that one, but I don't use it very much. And I can't craft it anyway. And I am not worried about the shotgun one, because I'm just not going to use that. Okay, I'm not the biggest Ghost fan, so I wasn't gonna go out of my way to see
Now,
that, but
the
how
white
was that?
non-space, the ever-present inverted
'Cause I only,
black
like,
pyramid.
recently even got into them.
The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process.
All of these rewards suck. Okay, it looks like level 2 rewards is the best I'm gonna get right now. Yeah, you can just like infinitely re-roll these little side missions that you can pick up. Not even side missions, they're more like bounties. Oh, nope, I can get level 3. Bye-bye to all of these. That one's gonna be super easy. Kill enemies in the sector that I'm in. That's it? Okay. That one will take a little bit. Using charge. I think charge is the grenade launcher one. I do like that one. I don't have it yet, but so many level 1s. Right,
Choosing a
I'll
director
mess with
tied
that more
to
later.
all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Okay, that was all of that. Oop, damn. Must have been something in here. Astral Plane Exhibition. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how the zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted's uh, were that they didn't redact that apostrophe behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to that file for the full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as the Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Okay. And that's the video we were either just watching or that video. And then there's this video.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement. native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Believe they keep that thing here.
Those alarms don't sound very, like a good sign that this thing is very secure. And I have to go in there with it. I kind of remember what I have to do from last time, though. These fucking batteries. Oh, Alright, follow me, bud. Got a treat for you. I really hope the door is already open on the other side of this hallway. Good. Wait, I think there's something to find. Yep, here we go. I should probably look again at all the different weapon mods I've picked up. Oh yeah, we got a lot more now. So currently on this one I have reload speed, which I don't care a whole lot about. Damage, that's always good. Damage it is. All the ones that are grayed out are ones that I just can't use for that particular form. So yeah, see there's a lot of ones that aren't grayed out here and different ones that are. Yeah, like Rate of Fire is exclusive to this form. And Rate of Fire is a decent one to use for that form. But I should at least peek at what else I have here. Accuracy is also really good for spin. I'm gonna pick that one over Rate of Fire. Once I upgrade it, I can have both. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Oh, order. Okay, yeah, I want them sorted by rarity. Get rid of all the ones. Oh, I should equip one of these as well. Evade energy cost. Energy recovery speed. Or just extra energy. I think extra energy is going to benefit me the most right now since my telekinesis uses exactly half of my energy. Pretty sure it's exactly half. So a little extra energy and I can do 3 back-to-back. Yeah, before I burn my energy and have to wait for it to recharge. Oh. And then so yeah, those are equal, so we'll just get rid of one. And get rid of all the ones. And onward.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you
I'm all
still
you got.
there? Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
just like dart around, and as long as they're alive, they keep healing their buddies. Get back here. Alright, it's dead. Oh, got him with coal. I'm trying to sneak up on me. Oh, love that. What's up, Liam? Yeah, that is one of like my favorite things to do in this game. You can't like necessarily do it intentionally, because a lot of times when you use telekinesis, whatever you pick up is kind of random. But you know, if I get if I get someone low, okay, prioritize the grenade. Yeah, see, I just grabbed him. And if I'm lucky, I can get some, I can hit an enemy with the pole on the telekinesis. That one's really hard to try to do. Ooh, that was well timed. Nope, wasn't quick enough. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna corrupt this control point.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the lock department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
One sec, Marshall, I'm filling up my vape. Okay, here I come.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She's got that right.
Yeah, so to kind of recap this game, we show up at this giant-ass building in New York City that is the Federal Bureau of Control that Jesse has been looking for the past 17 years since she was a child, when they showed up to deal with an object of power that was like causing chaos in her town called Ordinary. Yeah, the town was called Ordinary. And it was this like slide projector that opened up doorways to different realities, and through one of the doorways, this like entity came through that was friendly and kind of attached itself to Jesse, and that's how she has like some of the power that she has. But then we've also been finding these like different objects in here that like this floppy disk that gives me telekinesis, and this merry-go-round horse that I am bound to that gives me my dash ability, and then the service weapon. This was the first thing we found. Like after we so yeah, we enter this building, empty lobby, start like working our way around, find a janitor who directs us to an elevator that shouldn't be working, by the way, because the building is in lockdown. But so we take the elevator, takes us up to the executive sector, and we find the director's office where the director is dead on the floor, looks like a suicide. This gun next to him. We pick it up, get transported to the astral plane, uh, get talked to by the board, which just sounds like a bunch of noise, but Jesse can somehow understand them. And it does have like interesting subtitles, like translations of what they're saying when we see them, which I could just show an example of what that looks like, because we get little videos of yeah, like looks like this whenever they're communicating with us. I think this is even the one where that like the one that I'm talking about. Yeah, so basically picking up that gun and surviving, like being chosen by the gun slash the board, made Jesse the director. And somehow, like, everybody already fucking knows who Jesse is. Like, the first people we find are locked up, and, like, they've locked themselves in this shelter that they have all over they have a bunch of shelters, kind of like Fallout shelters. And, yeah, like, we introduce ourselves through the intercom, and they're just like, oh, you're the new director. It's like, how do you fucking know that? But yeah, everybody knows who we are somehow. And there's, pictures too. Oh shit, I'm in a fight now. Yeah, it's like there were pictures of the former director, Director Trench, in the lobby when we entered, and on the executive floor when we first got there. And then when we leave the office with the gun, it's just pictures of Jesse instead now, everywhere. Yeah, I bet if I'm paying more attention, I can find one on one of these walls. No, yeah, this game's weird. It's so cool. And yeah, currently we're in the research sector. And there's all these like fun documents around. Sometimes they're interesting, sometimes they're just like monotonous bureaucracy bullshit. The summary extends talking about some groupthink experiment. The study extends the works of Irvis Janus, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. Uh, as the subject. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interface within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experiments on the mind involving or including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Yeah, and a lot of redacted lines in these documents too, because it's the Federal Bureau of Control. And it is the modern day, but like these offices look like they reminds me of like Loki and the TVA. Oop, what was that document I found? Okay, because yeah, this one just picked up, and this is related to the last one, I believe. Uh, if this is the side quest I'm thinking of. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes, known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities, which I don't know if you got here in time to see that one room that I went through a little bit ago, but yeah, something called astral spike that you can't hurt it. Yeah, I didn't even try because I know I can't. And it's slow, but it just has like a damage aura. Oh, you're probably talking about the dude with the grenades? Yeah, he was in like a full like SWAT suit or some shit. I was talking about how like when Jesse became the director of this place. Okay, yeah, that's the thing I was talking about, the Astral Spike. But yeah, like when Jesse became the director of this place, which I'm trying to see if there's any of them around here. But yeah, like when you first enter the building, there were a bunch of pictures of the director up, and then you find the director dead in his office and pick up this gun that makes you the chosen new director. And suddenly, like, not only does everybody know you're the director, but there's all the like all the paintings are of Jesse now, the photos. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. 1. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened in the chair. 2. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the recording process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. 3. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. 4. Activate the recording apparatus. 5. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder, do not be alarmed if the length of recording footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. So probably safe to assume they're talking about astral dive recordings. And
I see it. Another
okay.
object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Doesn't look that cool, guys. And I gotta go solve a puzzle to get in that room. Okay, cool, I can still see it from here. Yeah, the way this puzzle works took me so long to figure out the first time I played this game. Yeah, volunteer? Probably though, because most of the people who are actually doing the diet, because yeah, it's not like the SCP Foundation where they're using D-class. They're people who are participating in this stuff are trained. But yeah, this place definitely reminds me of like the SCP Foundation meets like the TVA from Loki. Oh wait. I solved the puzzle to open the door and then I went out the opposite door.
Please state your name for the record.
Paul Warren, astronaut, first class.
And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
So yeah, not like D-class people. People who yeah, they're like part of like squads. I think they're called rangers, the people who do the astral expeditions and go out into the world to find the objects of power and altered world events. And now I'm bound to a new object of power that gives me a new ability. Yeah, when I'm in the astral plane, I can't damage these gold guys. Whoop. I killed him too fast. Yeah, a lot of the abilities you can get in this game are actually optional. Yeah, I mean, this is an optional side quest that I'm doing to get this C's ability. But I have yet to have an opportunity. Here we go. Alright, let's not kill this guy. Did it more hurt than that, though. There we go. We should probably be using the pistol form of this gun. And yeah, like the dash ability here. This was an optional ability. I could have... Oops. Killed him too fast. I could have missed getting the dodge ability. And yeah, I know there's also a shield one that I could totally miss. Okay. I want to say shield is the only other, like, missable one, or, like, optional one. I want to... Okay, cool. I got it from here. I was like, I want to go up there for that health, but oh shit. I keep forgetting I have a melee ability. Okay. Almost hit him one too many times. Yeah, like how hard she hits with that melee ability, that's something that she could do before I even found the service gun, I think. Damn it. I was a second too late with hitting the X on him. I did reset the death counter for this game. Although I think its current count is from like my original day one. Because I actually did so yeah, like I played this on Monday night, but I was kind of rushing through because I wanted to just get some of the abilities, and I was skipping a lot of the collectibles, and I wasn't reading the ones that I did collect. So I wanted to, like on Wednesday when I played, I just restarted to do it right. Yeah, I know I'm getting close to the point that I got to on Monday, like, yeah, on Monday when I was rushing through, though. Go, yeah, he was doing some damage. Yeah, this fight is frustrating, because I just gotta rely on these dudes to kill the boss for me. That didn't kill him. Oh, it didn't kill him. Holy shit. I'm telekinesing all of the regular enemies from now on in here. Right? Yeah, you'd think they would have made him weaker for this fight, so I'd only have to go through like 2 or 3 of these guys to finish him off. That's gotta be like at least the 6th guy that I've done this time around. Two on one. Oh, nope, the other guy died. Right, now it's 2-on-1. And I guess one of them's dead. Dude, what is so hard about killing this dude? Just shoot him a little bit more. Oh fuck. But okay. I was gonna be pissed if that reset me. These guys have terrible accuracy, apparently. Alright, you're right behind him. He's distracted. Fucking kill him. God damn. I can't dodge, I don't have energy. Okay. Finally. Alright, where's my... There it is. Yeah, get me out of here.
Their brains were fried
And
when I took
everyone
over
died.
the object.
Yeah, and shortly, like right after we came out of the director's office, right after finding the gun and becoming director, the hiss, the like entity that's corrupting all of these guys that we're fighting, tried to corrupt Jessie too, but her like friend entity that she's bound to, which we're gonna find out at some point soon, she calls Polaris. That like protected her and saved her from becoming corrupted. And yeah, like she tried to cleanse one of the like people we've seen. I don't know if we've seen him, if you've seen him so far yet, but they're like people floating around. We tried to cleanse one of them and they just disappeared, like the same way that we can cleanse the control points. But yeah, it doesn't work on people. Oh, okay. Side elevator.
For you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
The collectible sense was tingling. The rubber duck, discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house, which is the name of the building. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. And in this place, it's unclear what terminated means. But that might be him, considering where we found that. The bathrooms are out of order.
She's just down the hall.
Hey, there's one of the floating people I was talking about. Yeah, and the like different gun, like currently I only have 2, but the different guns that I have, it's just different forms of this gun. Another control point. I was gonna say, this one didn't look like it needed to be cleansed, but it's... Okay, I don't have clearance level 4 yet, but they just opened the door for me.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then. And I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
And there's a fun puzzle, but I need to be able to get into that room to do it. But it's involves different, like, they're experimenting on luck and probability in this division of the research sector. I think it even says that on the map. Where? Oh yeah. Nope. There's my map. Yep, luck and probability division. Yeah, so I guess they're just gonna let me be a one-man army.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
Yeah, these floaty orbs. I hate these. I think I got it. It was hard to say. Rocket. Yeah, fire extinguisher to space. Killed him with his friend. I don't know if that was his friend or my friend. Where are the bad guys? There's one. Yeah, and when telekinesis can't find a suitable thing to grab, it just rips a chunk out of the floor, or the wall, or the ceiling. Ooh, I got a rocket. Oh, there's a lot of them. Get away. Ow, fuck off. How am I still alive? Can I cleanse it? Okay. Nope, not over yet. Ooh, what was that thing I picked up? Let me throw it like a spear. What, the spear thing I picked up? I don't know if it does more damage or... No, I saw it. Oh, shit. Saw it, like, light up as something I could pick up, but... Oh, cleansing? That's, when it... Like, we cleanse the control point, get rid of the corruption in the area, and help restore this part of the oldest house to its, to itself. Ow. Oh man, I don't know what, like my eyes are having flashbacks to the onions at work. I was downstairs doing some side work stuff when the prep cook was down there cutting onions earlier, and I was feeling it hardcore. Get away, okay. Oh, I thought I was dead. These guys are annoying because they just keep recharging their armor. They're already fucking tanky. Come on, fuck. Oh, fuck. I could see some health on the other side of the room there, but yeah, it definitely did linger apparently. That was like, what, 3 hours ago at least? Okay, back through looking probability.
Anyone heard from Salvador? Last anyone heard, he was taking a
Better
serious
not have to
illness.
fight the little guys again.
Reason is currently unknown.
Okay, probably just gonna make me do this again. Cause yeah, when I cleanse it, that's when like all of the stuff will like go back to looking normal, and the red will be gone. Fuck, back in the same boat. He's so close. So am I. Oop, where's his armor? Got him. Fuck yeah. Okay. Health. Alright. Hey, Nip. Yeah, cheese nips. I was hoping you were gonna pop in because I was gonna shoot you a whisper earlier, but yeah, I figured it'd be easier to talk about it if you were here. I wanted to ask you about how you set you mentioned one time when we were chatting, I think on your stream, that you have something set up your OBS where you can play music that doesn't like it the VOD doesn't get the music, but the stream does, or the broadcast does. Because yeah, I think whenever you were talking about that, that was before I had the capture card and was actually using OBS to stream, so I kind of disregarded it a little at the time. Hey, the rubber duck.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words?
Basically,
Quack if you can understand my words.
that's racist.
No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
I don't, I do have all of my outputs separated because yeah, I've got audio or desktop audio muted, so I can kind of control which ones it's capturing. Although I do have, like when I play music from YouTube, it does wind up capturing uh, my Chrome as well, like just my whole Chrome window or any Chrome window. So it's like it'll capture YouTube, but if I were, for example, watching like didn't have myself muted in my stream manager, then it would be picking that up too. which is probably like 3 to 5 seconds delayed since I'm not streaming in low latency. But so I guess it's just like the broadcast output versus your recording output. I'll have to look more at that later, but I don't want to be digging into my settings and messing with that shit right now. Plus right now I'm just using like for my intro and outro, just using generic like royalty-free D&D music, like an hour-long thing with like a few different tracks. And then I've got permission to use some of the Lilac City Nightmare Band stuff from Scatcast.
This way to the lab?
So I figure that'll be good for
Okay.
BRB screens. Although so far I haven't really needed any BRB screens while I've been playing this, because anytime I've needed to take a bathroom break or something, I find a cutscene to do it, where like a cutscene where I'm turning off my camera anyway. Because yeah, I know either last stream or on Monday there were a couple times where I didn't even say anything. I just knew this was going to be a lengthy conversation cutscene that I wouldn't require any input from me. So I just turned off my camera and ran to the bathroom or ran to do whatever else I was going to do. I think one of the times it was just to make another margarita.
Must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And
Yeah, I've got
most of
like
the things
a
around here.
hour-long D&D combat music one, an hour-long D&D adventure music one, and then I think there's an hour-long like D&D whimsical music one, all by the like same artist or like same group, whatever. Same source. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna open that up. Nice. And I'll look at that later.
If Marshall can't help us with Dylan,
Yeah, I
he's our
appreciate it.
next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention in the recap. Okay, good, Jesse is done talking. Sometimes I think Jesse's done talking and I start talking and then Jesse starts talking again and it's awkward. But yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in the recap earlier, the main reason she's been looking for the FBC this whole time is because when they showed up to deal with the whole thing at her town of Ordinary, they took her brother. Because yeah, it was like a group of children, like her and her brother and some of the school kids that found the light projector. And yeah, like I think some of the kids were killed by like some of the doorways they opened. Like a lot of the town, I think it was destroyed. But yeah, Jesse, like the FPC showed up and like rounded up the survivors, but Jesse managed to escape, but her brother did not. Right? I feel like I looked it up the first time I played, which would have been a few years ago, and I think it is an actual town name. I can't remember what state it's supposed to be in. Okay. Apparently oh! You guys saw that, right? Yeah. Apparently I picked up the clue for this, lock. Yeah, that was fucking freaky, Jesse. Right? That caught me off guard.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
This puzzle is a bitch. Hold up. I was scrolling on my audio mixer. I like to have the game capture volume and my headset capture volume on in view. Yeah, the puzzle I'm about to have to solve. I always like.
Hello again, Director.
Hopefully
It
it'll
appears we have a new
come
problem.
back to me.
We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
First I need to find all 5 punch cards, because I can't do shit until I've got all of them. 3. Is that one? No, but this may or may not be useful. Stuffle. I don't even know what type of Pokemon that one is. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of redacted to redacted hertz with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted, methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with properties of the harmonized resonance. Redacted and the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file redacted for full report. I mean, some of these are hard to read with the proper like cadence or rhythm or whatever with the redacted lines where they are, especially when it's the end of a sentence and it's a long redacted one, so I don't see the period right away. Oh yeah, and we find like case files for all the I appreciate that. Case files for all the different objects of power we found and bound to, which we already have a pretty good idea of what this one does. This allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual as redacted. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. The effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted as a result of the psychic trauma. I'm going to assume that last redacted was dies. No, I'm going to guess it expires. It's a little too long to be dies. Kentucky, that sounds right. And yeah, that's not like too southern for her to like be expected to have a southern accent. And we also get like our own little copy of all the different videos that we've been finding, including
Altered item number 52A.
oh yeah, the audio ones. Ooh, yeah, I want you to hear this one at least, Liam, because just like one, the music in here reminds me of like the Coast to Coast music, so I just can't help think of Jeff Tooney, Scatcast, and then 'cause I don't know if that's the actual Coast to Coast music or if that's just what Zach uses, but I know because I heard Maccabi using it on one of his recent streams too for a minute. I was thinking Ohio too. Yeah, that was definitely the state that was in my head as well. But like we were close, Midwest. Kentucky's Midwest, right? Because it's like just south of Indiana, right? Or am I thinking of Tennessee? I don't think Kentucky's too far from me at least, because I want to say Louisville, Kentucky is about the same distance from St. Louis as Nashville, but I only think that because like my dad and stepmom regularly take trips to Nashville or Louisville, like at least once a year for at least one of those locations. Just because, like, yeah, they like the vibes and everything in Nashville, and like my dad's big on bourbon, and I guess they have decent wine too. Where my stepmom, I don't know, I don't actually know if she partakes in the bourbon when they're doing that, because I don't know that I've ever actually seen her drink bourbon. But her drink of choice would be wine or margaritas or something more at that speed. So anytime I've seen her drink, she's had the option to get one of those. Probably about the same distance. Yeah, because you guys would be like almost a straight shot east from me. Maybe to a little north, but mainly east. Oop, okay, there's 4. And I'm fairly positive 5 is going to be up here. 6 hours to the Kentucky border. Oh, you might be a little bit further then, actually. Unless I'm off on the time like times my dad would have. I don't even know if he's told me what the drive time to Louisville is, or if I'm just assuming it's about the same as Nashville. Okay, so now I have to, and each of these is numbered. So this one's number 4. Because the hints on the whiteboard are just inconsistent. Because they don't have the same symbols. Like the one up there, it was a similar symbol for number 1, but a totally different symbol for number 4. Although this one, okay, because I think one of the main hangups I had was I was not paying attention to the arrows. Okay. I'm just going to focus on number 1 for now. Is it just 3 whiteboards? Okay, it looks like it's only 3 whiteboards. I need to make sure that's the same symbol for number 1 on both of them. Okay, it is the same symbol.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Okay, which one is number 1? 5. Where are the other ones? 3. Okay, last one. There we go, number 1. Okay. I'm gonna get this on the first try this time. It's the first time. Let's make it happen. Okay, so then that one would be number 5.
These whiteboard drawings may be
Which,
important.
nope, this is 5. Number 4 is the one on number 4 up here, I think. Okay, no arrows. Right, so then those should be swapped.
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Okay, no, I'm on number 3, so this one. Only 4.5 hours to Nashville? I thought that one was closer to 6. Maybe it just took 6 hours the time that I drove. Because, yeah, there would have been traffic for sure. Because, yeah, we would have left St. Louis, like, early afternoon. So, yeah, we definitely would have hit traffic somewhere. And dude, like, traffic is awful in Nashville. Like, just driving in general is awful in Nashville. Because we stopped in Nashville for lunch to go to a Zaxby's. And I think we also got gas, so we went to, like, 2 different places in Nashville. And, yeah, I don't even know how to explain it, but just the way, there was, like, a fork to go under the highway overpass, and it was like very confusing on like which way we were supposed. But it just like merged back up. Like why the fuck did it fork like that? There were no signs or anything. Like yeah, we were just so confused. When my buddy who used to live in Nashville, like the time that I visited Nashville, it was to visit him and his at the time probably fiance.
What do these
I assume
whiteboards
they were
mean?
engaged by then, but yeah, like he had to come to St. Louis for something, and I didn't have a car at the time, so he just pretty much picked me up to drive back to Nashville, and then they were going to be back for Thanksgiving in a few days anyway, so I just rode back with them on what's I'm blanking on the name of the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. No, Ash Wednesday is a Lent and Easter thing, right?
Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Is it Ash Wednesday? Because it's like 2 days before Black Friday. I don't know. Okay, so I have to do number 2. That should be the last one. Process of elimination. I keep getting distracted. Is that a success? Okay, that looks like a success. I got it on the first try. That was supposed to happen. That wasn't my fault.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Fate. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna get so cutscene-y. Also, like, Marshall's got some fucking nerve. She basically just blackmailed me with the information to get Dylan to, like, for me to just, like, help save the FBC first. It's like, you don't get to tell me how to do my job. I'm the director. I tell you how to do your job. Also, what security clearance level do I have now? Because I feel like I need a higher security level clearance to get into Blackrock. 4? Okay. I'm guessing I'll find 5 while I'm down there. I'm pretty sure one of the doors, unless... Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. Why is it not giving me a marker for that? Right, no, yeah, like, after I became the
Marshall
director,
knows something
there was a
about
level 1
Dylan.
security clearance door
He's a
in that
human,
same
is
hallway
he,
that, like,
right?
I still couldn't open.
HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Oh yeah, and that's the whole point of, like, getting the Blackrock, is they need it to make more of the HRAs, which are the things that everyone who's still alive and not corrupted by the hiss is wearing, which is what's helped keep them from being corrupted by the hiss. Because apparently a few days before, or maybe like within 2 weeks before all this happened, Dr. Darling, the guy that we're seeing in some of these videos, started just passing them out. And like, it was weird because apparently he usually makes a big presentation or demonstration of like new stuff he's like created or invented, whatever. But these, he just went around and passed them out. And yeah, they're what saved people from being corrupted by the Hiss. Except Jessie doesn't need one, because she's got, oh yeah, it's not the Russian roulette. You gotta say how much you want to gamble. It's basically like it's like you're betting on red or black or evens or odds. You got a 50-50 chance of winning. And it is 50-50 now. It was originally 40-60, but you can go in and adjust it, so I made it 50-50. But yeah, its default is 40-60. One might be too low. You might need to... Which, did you even check how many points you have? Mine would be higher, but I think I reset mine after the last stream. I'm trying to remember why I made it 99 and not 100. It had something to do with helping me like weed out the bots. Because you know how, like if you're on Twitch, if you go over to see like viewers in this channel or whatever, there will be a bunch of just like obvious bot names. So yeah, like all of those were earning points too, even though they don't show up as viewers. Because if they showed up as viewers, my average viewer count would be a lot higher. But yeah, like they were getting points too, but you can go in and like blacklist them from getting points basically. And then same with like Stream Elements, Moobot. Even like I don't have Moobot set up, but I guess or I don't have Moobot activated, but I guess I connected it, so it's in there too. And the Frosty Tools thing and the Pokemon game, those were all earning points, so I added them to the blacklist, just so it doesn't taint the leaderboards. Okay, what, ooh, field training. I know there's something in here. I think this might be where I get the shield. Or barrier, I believe is what it's called. I'd like to file a formal complaint. The unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Testing Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. And yeah, this definitely is what I think it is. So we're about to find out what he was talking about there. Because, spoiler alert, the recordings did not halt.
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Oh, I gotta hold it.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Ah. Aiming is weird in this game. I should be using the fucking SMG. No! I'm trying to grab the battery. And I can't aim the battery, apparently.
30 seconds remaining.
I don't have energy. I'm not finishing this time. Ah, shit. I probably... Yeah. No. I don't want the tire. Yeah, I failed this course.
Five seconds remaining. Try again, Ranger.
Shit!
Okay, so I need to be a lot faster.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yeah, this also might be easier for me if I'm looking at my TV. That is not what I was trying to grab.
5 seconds remaining.
Come on. I'll wait for the energy to recharge. Come on.
15 seconds remaining.
Wait, 15 seconds? I might finish this. Oh fuck, no dash.
5 seconds remaining.
Did I make it? Oh shit. Did I make it?
Try again, Ranger.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
It said I failed, but I made it into the final room. So yeah, this was my reward. Better not be locked in here for failing. I don't remember which button is the shield button. Okay, I figured it out. And one of the upgrades I can find for it allows me to, like, when I release it, it like throws it all forward. So if there's an enemy within range of it, it'll damage them. Oop, okay, that was necessary. I was like, you guys aren't even hitting me, I'm just gonna run through. It'll be faster. Yeah, it can only take so much before it... Oh shit. I wasn't looking down. I can, yeah, I can dash while I'm holding it, but now I'm out of energy, and energy's not going to recharge while I'm holding the shield. Although I think there's also an upgrade for this ability that will allow me to, or will allow my energy to recharge while I'm holding the shield up. Just like that ability that allows me to hold and throw 3 objects with telekinesis at once also allows for energy to recharge while I'm holding an object, that's the main thing I like about that ability, but being able to pick up and throw 3 things at once is also awesome, because it will, if there's multiple enemies like this, it would target different enemies, like each of the 3 objects. Where'd that sniper go? There he is. Times like this that I resent the fact that I don't have levitate yet. There we go. Okay, I can't remember if I checked if there were, okay, no collectibles here. Blackrock processing. Well, that's not the way we're gonna go just yet. already went in there. Okay, clearly I've already been in here. And I've already been to that whole area. Because, yeah, we had to come to the maintenance area earlier to help repair the... Oh, oh, what the hell? Bitch. That was not a warm welcoming at all. Almost had him. Okay. I hope there aren't any more enemies around that I'm gonna forget might be around when I finish reading this. Listen, Trench is on a warpath about the Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did this is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt. So if everyone in the sector kept their heads down, best not to be on any, so tell everyone to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell ya, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be downright hostile work environment sometimes. And Trench is the former director. The one that I found dead with this gun next to him. Right. Let's clear all these red ones, make sure there's not anything actually... Ooh, okay. About thresholds, because thresholds are kind of like... Yeah, thresholds are kind of hard to explain. Like, I'm not sure if the astral plane is a threshold or not, but it's like other dimensions, or like tears to other dimensions. Like the whole mold thing. Mold. That, I can't... No, I totally... Yeah, I didn't touch on that when I was still in the research sector. Because I know I tried to on Monday when I was rushing through things, but I couldn't get into the area because I didn't have the security clearance for it, but I was pretty sure it was security clearance level 4 that I needed, so I could have before I left the research sector. Well, that's a totally, like, optional kind of side path anyway. One of the more extensive side missions in the game. Or, like, series of side missions. But, yeah, and it's something you can do at any point, so we'll definitely get there at some point, and we'll be back in the research sector as part of the story at some point, too. But yeah, the oldest dimension, or the oldest house, is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a redacted frequency, different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a redacted. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that the thresholds are not permanent. Eventually, their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some way or in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes redacted in those who learn of it, so it is actively denied. Yeah, definitely some interesting stuff to unpack there. And I don't, because yeah, it's a lot of stuff in here is kind of unclear what is and isn't a threshold. Like, I'm still not entirely sure what the fire breaks are. And is this where I'm supposed to be going anyway? It is not, but I don't think I can really get through here anyway, but I can go in here. This is just one of many of these, like, bridges, or like these rooms. Yeah, I can't cross this until I can levitate. Or until I get up there. Which, again, I can't remember if I'm supposed to be able to get up there right now, so I'm not gonna say what is up there. But I don't think that's where I'm supposed to be right now. Ooh, maybe it is. Oh shit. That's not what I was trying to pick up. Let's find a home for this. What did that do? Ow! Where did that come from? Where did you come from? You fucker? What is that battery doing? Ow! Okay, this game does have fall damage, apparently. Maybe only while I don't have the levitate ability. Maybe. I can't remember if fall damage is something I have to worry about once I have that or not. Way. As I've respawned in here. That probably wasn't wise. Right, is there anything down here? Because I did not check thoroughly last time. I was gonna. I just didn't yet. Oop. Ow. Die. Alright. Am I gonna get blindsided by anybody else? Let's, wait, can I reach one of those batteries? This doesn't seem like a safe place to be standing. Especially with what I'm about to do. Hang on to it for a sec. There we go. Now I'm harder to follow, hopefully. To do. Okay, opens that door. Oh, shit. Go back down there. Wait. Okay. Don't fall. Trying to get to a position where I can grab that battery. Here we go. Hopefully, maybe. Yes! There we go. Okay. Yay! gonna go check out the wrong way first. Okay, that just drops down to that other area. So that's my shortcut back. This is the second time that we've encountered the light switch cord. The rule of three applies.
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello?
Right?
I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on.
And yeah, I can't open the door or anything. It's basically the Hotel California. Motel California. And last time it was just as simple as just ring this 3 times, because each one like opens up one of these doors. But this time it's gonna be a little more to it. Because all I had to do was hit that 3 times, and like it opened that door, then this door, and there was a key in that room that opened the door with the inverted pyramid. But this time there's a little more to it. Like it gets a little more complicated each time you visit the motel. Okay, I think this one is I can maneuver the things in here. So I have to make it the same as that other room. Okay, so the radio, the frame. Wait. Did I get it? Just by guess, like I was just, okay, cool. I was just testing things out so I knew which things I had to pay attention to. It's like I got lucky, but I'm not, like that was almost a little unsatisfying. 2, 3. Now I can cross. So I'm gonna assume this is the way I'm supposed to be going. Ow! I should have dashed before I hit the ground, I guess. Open faster. I'm impatient.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Oh, hey. That was the right way to get in this room. I was like, I don't feel like finding the door. But I wouldn't have been able to use the door.
Reminder: if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the Rube. Thank you for your attention.
Also, the room. And see, shit like that is like part of what gives me TVA vibes from Loki. It's got like a real like kind of 50s or 60s like bureaucracy kind of aesthetic with the mail tubes and shit. Because yeah, I think I got distracted when I was like I didn't finish this thought earlier, but yeah, there's part of the like the reason there's no like smart technology in the or like modern technology in this building, even because this is the supposed to be like the modern like present day. Because I think this game came out in 2019, and at some point we can find documents that have dates in 2017, 2018, 2019 in them, and but yeah, the oldest house just doesn't respond well to smart technology. No smartphones, no smart laptops, no smart anything. And for some reason, no number 2 pencils. Why am I looking at this? Is this a thing I just found? Yeah, this looks new. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. Specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. Resists observation. That's interestingly phrased. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, and that the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Those redacted lines did not help make that very clear. Okay, now there's the safe. That gives me the barrier ability. No unique procedures required for containment. This object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. I didn't stumble through that sentence. I'm proud of myself for that. Discovered in the basement of a home in Redacted, Ohio. The object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seam around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. That one was definitely worth the read. Holy shit, I didn't know about that last part. Yeah, that one's definitely like an SCP object. That got dark. That's a good question. I mean, it probably wasn't X-rays. They probably had to use something else to, like some other means to try and see inside of it. I think I entered from this way. Yep. Yeah, that's the other side of that door I can't open. Bathroom's out of order. Did I go in both bathrooms? Oh, I have. Yeah, like what does that mean? Resists observation. That's an interesting way to phrase that. I mean, the stuff that followed seemed to imply that it just doesn't change shape. Or like, yeah, like doesn't change forms or whatever while it's being observed, but yeah, that was an interesting way to phrase that. Like, does it influence people to look away from it? Oh hey, that was a hit ranger and the main inspector. That's one of the bounties that I have. I forgot about that. I hope I killed enough enemies in the research sector to fulfill that bounty. Ow, fucking rockets. Oh, I keep telekinetic. Ow, health, slow, almost dead. Okay, I think that's enough. Train that run. That might have been an ally. No, I don't think it was. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, there are still enemies, but I can't cleanse this yet. Where? What is going on? Enemies don't usually hide in this game. Am I missing something? Are there hiss nodes I need to destroy? Oh, there. Why have you been hiding, you fucker? Yeah, and of course it was a fucking rocket guy. You gotta be a little more specific. Up here? Here? Okay, up here. Oh yeah, here's one of those shelters I was talking about. Max occupancy, 6 persons. That doesn't seem like a very high occupancy for a building like this, for their, like, safety shelters, whatever they're supposed to be. Just shelter.
Glad to see you're still you. Hey, thanks for bringing down that.
Be right back.
But we are barely
Turned
holding
up the
on
wrong
here,
thing.
boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. Well, Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. But I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. We are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Got back just in time. Another click. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've been acting out lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place. But after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen any problem from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. Maybe Marshall?
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500.
Oh, Loki? Yeah, he's chilling up there.
And describe the purpose of your
We need to get them to a
expedition.
surgical station ASAP, but I don't think they're stable enough to move.
Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates.
Oh, you're brewing some of the coffee?
Second
Nice.
objective, as always, was to find the route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to
He's
the
still just
formation.
chilling.
Secondary objective was not a success.
What a surprise. And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should
He's
talk
trying to
about
nap,
that?
but he knows I'm looking at him, so he keeps like
Yeah.
opening his one eye a little bit.
Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with
Something
desire.
caught his attention.
She was so alluring.
I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring.
Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fine. We'll push through this.
Fuck you guys.
The ones
Get
doing
out
the
of here.
pushing, Doc.
I like how they didn't start talking over the recording until I looked at them. No, this is probably the right way to go. Yes, this is the way.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
I don't remember which new type of hiss the monster's gonna be. Ah, the swan boat object of power. Item is made of fiberglass, painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of redacted. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Lake Redacted, on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite formulas C9 through 34 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. Interesting. Although, yeah, it doesn't sound like helicopter was a great idea for transporting that thing if it can emit pulses of physical force. Are these black rock prisms? I found one. Can I go back now? Oh yeah, I still don't have level 5.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Oh yeah, and these things that keep popping up. Oh, no, I'm not trying to activate it. Yeah, these are like time side missions where, yeah, if I go to the area it's trying to send me to, there will be just a couple big waves of enemies, and I get rewarded if I defeat them, but I only get one chance to defeat them, and they're usually pretty tough. And yeah, last time I went after one of those, I died like halfway through, or maybe it was the fucking boss that killed me, I don't know, but it ended up being just a waste of time. So I'm probably not going to worry about too many of those unless they're convenient. Yeah, maybe I'll go after that one if I finish up here and it's still active.
Shit! They're shattered. Not a single prism left.
Oh, great. Okay, these guys aren't too tough. They're just shifty. Show yourself. Oh, it's already gone. that was good timing. Yeah, see, they're not too tough. Just, you gotta wait for your opportunity with them. Yep. This is where I came from. That's a big door. Better be something important in here.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold quarry. So the prisms must be there too.
Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code of the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that at the beginning.
Yeah, they forgot to edit that. Still no level 5. What's this? BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonances with a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks. Feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using BlackRock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Okay, wait. Oh, that's another one next to the TV. Nice. Okay, that wasn't a collectible. That was the... I guess that was probably the key written down. Wait, now can I open the store? That was level 5 security clearance. Yes.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane. Or just the right kind of insane.
That's some weird shit to say, but... What was that? That was a weak-ass throw. Oh nice, that was the ranger and that counted as a kill. Yeah, it must have hit something on its way to that guy. That, like, fell short of hitting him. Ooh, I have a lot of ability points now. Yeah, and new stuff to spend my ability points on, but I'm totally gonna ignore at the moment because I want this. Not that. This. Which, I'm gonna be 1 point away from it. Oh, I unlocked a new personal mod slot though. Yeah, 1 point away from that one. Yeah, that's the one that lets me hold 3 objects at once and throw 3 objects at once, and lets me recharge my energy while I'm holding an object. Okay, and some of these are starting to look a little better too. Hill has charged in maintenance sector without getting hit. We'll try. I don't remember which one are the his charged. I think the charged are the ones that explode. I think his distorted is the one that I just fought, that like the boss. Ooh, level 4 in shatter mode. No, I'm not gonna do. Oh, I already have 3. I can only have 3 at a time. Ooh, I could upgrade grip. I'm not going to at the moment though, because I'm not using it a ton at the moment. Oh, I know where I am now. Yeah, this is back where we first entered the maintenance sector. So I am going the wrong way. That was weird. Am I going backwards or is this the right way? Okay. This is the way. I think the explosive objects do a little bit more damage, but for the most part, I think like telekinetic attacks generally do the same amount of damage. And those guys like to dodge, so it's always that much more satisfying when I do get them with telekinesis. Damn it. If I don't hold, like if I press select, it just opens the menu, and then I lose the opportunity to hold select to automatically open up the thing I just picked up. Okay, probably this. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region, since a foreign investigator, redacted, met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Versions. So yeah, that kind of ties into some of that stuff I mentioned either earlier or last stream about how, yeah, like they also actively manipulate the public perception of not only themselves, but the world around them. Kind of like the This PC. Oh. Really glad the mic didn't pick that up, because I forgot to mute myself.
Ranger Squad.
And that's stuff we've already found. Okay, back here. A lot of times when I come out of the pause menu, I gotta remember where I am for a second. Weird place for an emergency shelter, I feel like, but okay. I feel like the bottom floor would make more sense.
Elevator's broken.
Alright, good. This way's gonna be faster anyway.
Old-fashioned way.
Okay. I am almost dead. Okay, good now. I expected more enemies. Oh, that's not who I was aiming for. Oh, but I don't know if I was moving too fast to let anyone see when I was picking up the abilities, but the abilities that I did pick up improve the damage of my telekinetic attacks. Man, I could just not fucking hit him. Didn't quite make it. Yeah, that's why I'm able to like one-shot a lot of enemies with my telekinetic attacks, even the ones with shields. Because I can't talk. Because with those last two that I bought, now I have maximum telekinetic damage. I think I'm going in a circle. Okay, this must be the way forward. Maybe. That looks like it's not gonna open. Okay, this is the way. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous room this time to get the clean-cut research wants. This Blackrock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of Blackrock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double that last order. Hey, look who hopped up. He might hop immediately down for me doing this to him, but... Hi, bud. He likes being in my lap, but he doesn't like me holding them. Or being near my face. Yeah, hopefully I don't mess up my camera too much doing this, but... Yep, my fluffy little baby. I'll probably chill here for a bit. Ugh. Okay, nice. That went basically back where I had it pretty easily. Okay, which... Hey, there's one of those astral spikes. Wonderful. I don't think it sees me yet. No, yeah, eventually I want to get a second camera, like that I could put, like, probably up on my PC case here, and just have looking down, so it would just be like an aerial view of, like, and just, yeah, it's focused on my lap, so that I can turn that one on whenever Loki decides to grace me with his presence. 'Cause he'll probably chill here for like 15-20 minutes before he just randomly and without warning jumps down.
Whoa. Not what I expected.
Yeah, this is the quarry threshold. Well, it would only be on when Loki's in my lap. Yeah, that would be weird to have on just all the time. Well, this is not a super fun place to be without levitation. Not what I was trying to pick up. Yep, there are enemies here now. I'd have been surprised if there weren't, though. Okay, activate the explosives. How? Okay, probably here. Ow, bitch. Okay, and yeah, when you throw explosive things and they explode, it can hurt you too. I hope you're out of Pokeballs. You could try using a Great Ball or Safari Ball, or you can hop into the extension real quick to buy some more in the shop.
And there it is. Right where you led me. The prisms, they use. I need to give the prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs?
Okay, no, get away, get away. Have I earned another ability point yet? He just knocked that away. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Oh shit, I can't look at the map without pausing. Or it doesn't pause when I open the map. Oh, that's part of why it's being hard to kill. These fuckers is here. Did it run? Did I kill it? Okay, so those are the his charged. Doesn't look like he's healing anymore, so I think I killed that thing. There we go. Gotta find my way out of here. Ugh, okay. This place is so much easier to navigate when you have levitation. Which I think I will be getting that soon. Hey, more astral spikes. Cool. Multiple. Where did you even come from? There were normal enemies here last time I came through here. Alright. And I didn't earn a new ability point yet. Doing shatter challenges. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about those. Talk to Marshall. That's gonna be in research, right? Or is she back in executive? Oh yeah, I sent her to executive.
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping at straws.
I'm a scat man! Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty.
Oh, and there goes Loki.
Here. We will start HRA production
It
immediately.
wasn't that scared him off. He couldn't hear that. I just went to
I
scratch his
promised
belly,
I'd
and he
tell you
decided that
about
that was
Dylan
one too many
once she
belly
helped us.
scratches.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codename P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Ability point? Ability points! Yeah. Oh, and I could buy that one too. But maybe I should start looking at other things to spend points on. Like more energy. Definitely more energy. Health, not bad. Melee damage, not worried about. Shield, like the shield stuff I should put points into, because yeah, there's, yeah, when released, shield, propels debris at nearby enemies. That's that one thing I was talking about when I first got it. That's fairly useful if I'm using shield. Which I don't use shield a ton, but there are some enemies that it's better to use shield against than dash.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darwin's.
Notice followed you in, right?
Yeah. Onward to containment. Hmm. Actually, wait, because well, I'll get to a control point.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
And those are some of the messages from Trench that Jesse was talking about earlier that she's been seeing since he died. And some of the, like those messages from Trench that I was talking about that end up in that one area of the collectibles menu. Get away! Okay. Oh. Well, what's that knocked off of? I haven't demonstrated this yet. Energy refills. Got another one. Now I have 3 things. Ow. I don't know if you could see them go at both enemies, but yeah. I don't even necessarily care about like doing it like 3 items unless I'm like preparing for a fight or fighting bosses. Yeah, the main reason I wanted that ability is for the recharge while holding an item. Yeah, rocket to the face as I was hitting them. They ruined my shot. You know, that part's never really explained. I think they're like people that the hits is corrupting, or I don't know, because sometimes you'll enter a room and there will be a bunch of floating corpses that like descend and turn into enemies for you to fight, and then some of the floating corpses just stay and don't do anything. But you can cleanse them with bullets apparently. But cleansing, in fact, like hits corrupted individuals, just disappears with them. Yeah, see, like this. That was, okay, there we go. I was just like, that wasn't it. Ooh, okay. He was kind of hidden. Yep, they just kind of poof away. Yeah, the first time Jesse tried to like cleanse one of the floating corpses or like one of the floating people, it was slower, but yeah, they just kind of poofed away like that. This whole area is big and confusing, but I'm not going to worry about exploring it right now because there are like quite a few side missions that take place in this area, so I'll explore it more when we get to those because they aren't available at the moment. Now we gotta go the long way. And one of my favorite parts about that whole thing with it, my energy like recharging while I'm holding an object is like even when I run out of energy, the time delay for it starting to recharge doesn't start when I finally throw the object, it starts when I pick up that last object. Yeah, a lot of level 6 security clearance doors all of a sudden. Yeah, first encounter with the mold. Yeah, here we go. These guys are a little tougher, but I don't know, maybe, yeah, okay. They go down just as easily with my telekinetic ability maxed out. But these guys definitely, if I recall, feel like they can take a lot more bullets than regular enemies. Nope. Can't even tell what I have picked up right now. Oh shit. Oh, there's some shit in my way right now. Here we go. Yeah, they've got this little, like, turret thing. Oh! Ambushed me, fucker. Man, that was smart for a little, like, mushroom zombie just hiding behind the door over here for me. But yeah, these guys always remind me of, well, I guess all their corpses are gone. But they always kind of remind me of the zombies from, The Last of Us. The clickers, or whatever they're called. That they're like mold instead of fungus. But isn't that like close to the same family? Mold and fungus? Yeah, we need a plant person to ask. I bet Monique would know. Or wait, no. Antonio's the plant one. Yeah, Antonio would know. Level 6, god damn it. I'm pretty sure this is the way I need to go. Which means I need to find level 6 security clearance now. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. This globe, wolf globe, I guess that's what that kind of standing globe table thing is called. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous redacted and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Panrelio. There are no signatures left by its marker, or maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness. That's a hard word for me to say. And depression. Suicide has been observed in redacted handlers. Now I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the fact that I keep forgetting where I am for a second every time I unpause this game. Horror gore, horror. Yeah, that probably is the reason.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Yeah, Last of Us. Because yeah, they got these. I'm pretty sure they're called clickers. I know they have them in the show if you've watched it. If you haven't watched the show is really good. I want to say it was like basically, well, and I don't think I actually finished. I don't know if I watched the last episode or not. Because yeah, I think I just never watched it, and then enough time went by that I kind of forgot about it. But like basically every odd numbered episode made me cry. Oh, the Last of Us game. Uh, 'Cause I don't know what kind of games she likes playing. Because it's more of a like stealth. Like it encourages stealth a lot of times, but it's stealth optional. And that comes to dealing with both zombies and humans. Well, in the clickers, you want to be stealthy around because they're blind and
He
they're
says
like
that what the
intense.
Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
That's not good. Hey, it's the light switch cord again. One. It's never gonna be that easy, is it? You'd think Jesse would just hang on to the key after the second time. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I can't interact with anything in here. Well, does she like playing Outlast? Has she played Outlast, or does she like watching those kind of games? Because there's definitely a difference. Okay, well that was the only thing I could interact with. Okay, so that one was weirdly easy. Well, I know, well, do you guys have any consoles? But I don't know if they're available on the Switch, but I know they're available on console. All three. 1, 2, and Trials. And okay, because it was like the fire break just wasn't. It was locked. Yeah, they locked down the fire break. Okay.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. If things as hard for him as they were for me. Maybe in here. They were
Really?
even harder.
Yes, this is the Panopticon. Awesome. Okay. Hey, this dude. He's weird
Oh,
and
hello.
chatty.
Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for
objects,
this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
So many cell breaches. I guess life's a breach, huh? I'm funny.
Almost got back just in time. Your Xbox One didn't handle the... And that's like one of the base DLCs for Fallout 4, right? Because yeah, I would have been playing Xbox One the majority of the time that I spent playing Fallout 4. I never had any issues with it.
projective power might wreck this place before I find him.
No, like, I honestly don't get why, Will hates Xbox so much. I've been meaning to ask him about that. Oh, one of the mods. Yeah, I never really messed with too many mods when in Fallout 4, just 'cause, well, I mean, any of the Bethesda games that allow you to mod them, because when you mod them, it, like, turns off your achievements and stuff, and like, you have to do a new save, like a separate save for your modded ones. I think it might reset it every time you, add a new mod or take a new mod. Oh shit. Ah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an achievement hunter. Sometimes I am. Not necessarily on my first playthrough of a game, but I don't want to disable my ability to earn achievements. Oop, I picked up a little of that swallow, sorry. Oh man, I'm all the way back here? Shit. I guess I must not have claimed that control point in the Panopticon for the achievements. Well, Fallout 3 was a bitch to get the achievements too, because they had those, oh yeah, I can't get in there without 6. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Because Fallout 3 had the achievements for, like you had to have, there was one for having like good karma when you hit level 8, good karma when you hit level 14, good karma when you hit level 20, good karma when you hit level 30, and then same for like each of those levels with neutral karma, and then same with each of those levels for negative karma. One of the alien Zeta ones. And when I was playing Fallout 3 recently, like right after the show came out, I did get all of, because I guess I'd only done it once through, where like on this account at least, because I'd only had, I think it was, and it was a little frustrating too, because I think I'd gotten good level 8, neutral level 14, and then evil level 20, and then I hadn't gotten any of the level 30 ones, which I'm not actually sure if I did get those before I moved on to, excuse me, New Vegas. I think I did, because I think I found a way to get XP fast in that game. Yeah, no, I found a decent XP. It wasn't even a glitch, more of an exploit, because I found, well, and I found this trick online. Like, I can't remember what the area was, but there's an area where there's like a fall trap that opens up, but it's not like spikes or anything under there. There's a door that you can go through the sewers to come back out, but there's a bunch of bandits in that area outside. And so if you kill them all and then move their bodies into that hole, and then and what I would do is just drop a couple mines in there with the corpses, and then you go somewhere, wait a week or 3 days or something, however long it takes for enemies to respawn in that game. Because apparently when enemies respawn, they respawn where their corpse was. So you put all the corpses in that hole with a mine or two, and you just fast travel back there after they respawn, and they all die. Holy fuck, 1,000,000 caps? That is excessive. I don't even think because in Fallout 76, the most caps you can have is 40,000. I don't think I've ever had that many caps in any of the other Fallout games. Forgot to mute myself again, sorry. I think the mic's just picking up a little bit more. I saw it move with a different swallow sound too. Pick that one up, what the fuck? Make sure I hit this control point this time. I apparently didn't do that last time. Yeah, once you hit 1 million, you're done. Yeah, because I imagine that took a long time, and must have been pretty grindy. Did you have, like, a particular method for making that much money, or you just did fucking everything you could in that game, and that's just what you had by the end? I mean, yeah, 3 was a solid game. So that's definitely the game that got me into the series. But New Vegas was fantastic too. So it was like after New Vegas came out, I didn't really have a reason to go back to 3, and then once 4 came out, I didn't have a reason to go back to either really. But I did go back to New Vegas before just recently. And we can see all the other objects of power that they have held here. It's like some of them we still might find documents about later. Some of them might be something we've already found a document about. Like I think we recently found one on there was the Swan boat. And what else?
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it
Blood
was
samples. How do you get the blood samples in 3? I don't remember what that was about. Yeah, the only collecting blood thing I really remember from a Bethesda game is Skyrim, when you had to collect blood from each of the types of elf races.
I don't think she's telling me everything.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna look at this. Okay, these ones. Because I guess all of these are the ones that I've bound to. Yeah, there's something about a fan. There's the globe. The rubber duck we saw back in somewhere in the research department or research sector. I don't remember exactly what division. Ritual division, I think. And then there's a swan boat. So yeah, keep an eye out for these. And there's other floors on, like we can explore floors 2 and 3 at some point too, but right now we only have access to floors 1 and 4. And at 5 at some point too, I think. Oh, I can't use any of my combat abilities right now. So much ammo going into the pit, yeah, I bet. Oh man, and the pit, I forgot about that, because I was doing a little bit of melee by the time I got to the pit, focusing more on that.
Is anyone there?
But yeah, the fucking auto axe.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blazer never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the, like the ammo press they have. Especially since I was mainly doing melee. By the time I got to that point, I didn't really need to worry about it. Yeah, it's like Weeping Angel to Fridge. And I could go deal with that now, since conveniently, since I just found that control point.
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I... Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
Forgot that I was gonna go back up to talk to Marshall, because yeah, Marshall would have a bunch of things I could just ask her about too, to get some more info and lore and whatnot. None of these options seem like the fridge.
Do you like working at the FBC?
That's his HRA.
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit
The
much,
the
but I get
devices
better
that
benefits here
Dr.
than I would over
Darling,
at the
I can't
postal
pause it right
service.
now.
I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
I left my vape in the kitchen. One sec.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
Yeah, none of these are the fridge. What the hell? Here, I'm gonna back out for a sec. I'm still gonna ask him all these questions.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like
Did I
always.
not start that mission? Maybe I have to have it active.
Let me know when the hiss are gone. I miss my desk.
Oh, after Dylan has been... Okay.
Like always.
Well, I guess I'll ask him those other questions now.
Is this a good time to talk about hazard pay?
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
But yeah, the HRA is like the thing he's wearing. That's those things that Dr. Darling was handing out shortly before the whole hiss thing happened that is keeping the people who are wearing them from being corrupted by the hiss. That's hard to tell, but like the security guard behind him there, he's wearing one too.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here.
Better not get blamed for this mess.
Alright, now to go fight a TV, I guess. Oh, wrong way. So what else we got here? Yeah, I mean, that is basically what happened. Well, cause here, let me find the video real quick. I know it's not gonna be in here, but yeah, I mean, whenever you like re-listen to those messages you get from Trench, this is pretty much what they all look like. Just little like images, like repeating images of him like smoking and like mostly being a silhouette. Darling presentations. Maybe?
Objects
Yep.
of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Although, if you look at the case file for the service weapon, this alludes to it, yeah, like it says, if rejected, the applicant is terminated. Well, okay, maybe... Because I've always assumed that, basically, if the gun doesn't pick you, it kills you. But it's not explicitly saying that, neither did that video, so maybe that's always just been something I've always assumed. It's especially satisfying when I can get the floating guys in the first telekinetic throw. Because they have a harder time dashing it if you, like, throw the object before it actually gets to you. Okay. That's not ominous at all. Looks like I'm in the right place.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Yep, should have known it wasn't gonna be easy. I need to adjust my earbud. So yes, powerful object of power. And if anybody can offer an explanation for how the fuck what happens next happened, I'd love to hear it. Cause I'm just, like, what? How did this happen, like, wind up here? Oh, I took fall damage. God damn it. Yeah, it's Salvador, the head of security. Also, how the fuck... Well, okay, there's not a name on him. I know it's Salvador, but it doesn't look like I just know it's Salvador. Which makes sense, because how would we know this is Salvador? But if you watched last week, or the last stream, from day one of Control, yeah, like one of the first like bosses we fight in the game is one of the other heads of the departments, like head of communications, Tomasi. And yeah, it's like when we're fighting him, he's got the name Tomasi, god damn it, above his health bar. And I'm just sitting there like, how do we know this is Tomasi? Like, how would we know this is Tomasi? We've only heard about Tomasi. Yes, fight scum. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting about that. How many times have I died tonight? No, I've definitely died a few times, but probably not too many times. The counter's probably close to accurate for this play, because I definitely died less in early game stuff than I did... Because when I did day one the first time around, I was doing the death ups whenever I died. because I didn't really have anyone active here. I know Bursker was lurking, and I think someone else was lurking, but no like active in the chat, so I was doing my death ups. But then when I did like redid day one, I wasn't doing any death up stuff. Like I wasn't doing the counter, and I definitely died less. So probably close to even for like the current playthrough. Alright, I couldn't hurt him until he jumped down. Okay, this would be a good time to use shield. Ah, he tried throwing something at me and the wall hit the wall. Yeah, up in the rope. Get too cocky. Okay, now he's got the name above his health. I got him! Think? Yes. Alright, gotta mop the rest. Mop up the rust! God damn it. Ow! Ow! Well, that's embarrassing. At least two, yeah. But again, I definitely died less on the day one for this playthrough. I don't know how much less, but that's gonna be. I'm just gonna assume that Salvador did respawn. I fucking killed Salvador. I could also be making a better starting move to this fight. I've just been fucking rushing in here, not prepping at all. There's at least one prep move I could do now that I have this ability. Before I jump down here and initiate this fight, just give me full hands. Wait a second for my energy to refill. Alright, now let's do this shit. Ooh, yeah, that fucking hurt. Ow! That would have been a great time to shield. No energy, fuck. Alright, shield. Get over to that health. Ooh. Ow! Bitch. Shit. God damn. Yeah, shield doesn't protect your sides and back very well. Only the front. I drink that margarita really fast. Ah, finished him before he ran. Okay, let's also check my mods. Maybe I have something better I could be using. So I'm currently using accuracy boost. That one's worse. Damage after kills, or damage against enemy armor. Okay, damage against enemy armor might be pretty useful for this fight. Oh, and I can add a second personal mod. Here 5, energy recovery speed. That's going to be useful. Launch energy cost. Yep. That's useful. I'm doing that. Alright, this one's gonna be it. In fact, I'm going into focus mode. Should have got closer, so all three would have just went at him. Hit him with all three that time. Ooh, that hurt. There we go. Alright. Build up. Finish off the ad. Ooh, rocket fucker. Oop. Alright.
Salvador, the head of security.
Again, how do we know that?
Chance against this. No one here does.
Well, actually, now that he's dead, I might have picked up his ID. But I know in the room that Tomasi came out of, once we were able to go in there after fighting Tomasi, we found Tomasi's ID. Which at that point, I was like, okay, now I'm satisfied with Jesse knowing that that was Tomasi. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the Redacted. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with a faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow. It's bow, right? Not bow? Yeah, bow. Bow of the ship. The crew redacted by throwing in a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Redacted rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinate and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Redacted, his U.S. port of Redacted. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the Redacted. And the anchor is another object of power that we will encounter. Okay, so we didn't have to fight the TV. We just had to fight its protectors? Yeah, so guess what ability the TV gave me? Boom! I can levitate. Ah, bitch. Can't touch this. I am in my element now.
Okay, dealt with the TV.
That
Now I
broadcast
can
from
find
the board
Dylan.
was a little weird. That was a weird time for an ambush. Especially an ambush of exclusively those fuckers. But hey, now I have an easier time maneuvering the Panopticon and can access level 5. Hey, a sniper. Hey, look, swan boat. Not that we can do anything, but I read about you. Wonder if the globe is up here too. That's no. Oh, water cooler.
Dylan.
Okay. I thought I heard birds for a second. Sniper, no sniping. Nope. P6. Really? Why the fuck does it need to work like that? This is an airlock.
Hello?
This doesn't look
Can
good.
you hear me? Jesse.
Yes, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Oh yeah, this is very maximum security. Still no level 6.
Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way.
Oh, with the max. Okay, that makes sense.
I have to see my brother.
I've just played enough like space games that I just can't help but associate it with an airlock. I'm just like, why? Like that doesn't need to operate that way. But no, yeah, it definitely makes sense for like security reasons. And most of the objects they're containing here aren't necessarily sentient, and therefore don't require the maximum security. And now there is zero reason to explore this room aside from looking for collectibles. And I don't think there are actually very many collectibles to be found here. But God damn, what happened here? That's a lot of blood. Oh, I saw green light, so I thought collectible or chest. And there might not actually be any collectibles in here. Not my friend, my brother. Oh, you mean Polaris? Maybe. Hard to say. Especially now that he's also corrupted. Supposedly. Gonna gently float down. Nah, screw it, not so gently. Oh wait, I should just fast travel. Because that's how, like, the board is translated. Because yeah, like if we watch like any of these, like almost every line has at least one of those. Yeah, and it's like it's hard to say exactly why they're like that. I think it's meant to just be that whatever they speak and they're like that's just how it's translated. Like it's not so much direct translation, it's just more about intention, and sometimes that intention could be what's the word I'm looking for? Like just perceived differently based on context or by different based on whoever they're speaking to. Because yeah, I was kind of getting into this on day one, but I thought about trying to have some sort of voice or something, like a way of talking for them. But one, I mean, their subtitles go by pretty quick. I don't know if I'd be able to keep up if I were trying to do a voice or something like that. And two, I feel like I wouldn't have done it justice. Because yeah, I feel like it would have kind of taken away from what the board is, like the board's aesthetic and vibes if I tried to give them my own voice. Instead of like just letting them be noise with their weird translation subtitles. Because I think the subtitles you see, that's what Jesse like understands. Because the first time you hear the board talking to Jesse is after she picks up the gun and becomes director, and when it cuts back to her and she's kind of like reflecting on what just happened in her head. Yeah, like she mentions, like, yeah, like there was like the inverted pyramid, and they were talking to me, but it was just noise, but I could understand it perfectly. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions in this game that don't necessarily get answered. Yeah, and Emily is she's the first survivor that we found, locked in that whoop, that was weird. She was actually locked in the shelter right out here. Because this was the, like, first area that we found. Oh, what's this? Oh, the jukebox tokens. We're not going to get into the jukebox stuff right now. Ooh, there's other collectibles in this room now. I must not have checked in a minute. Analysis of the Hiss threat part 4. Where's part 2 and 3? To examine the invasion's timeline. Well, no, I'm going to find 2 and 3 are probably these other ones. I'm going to read them in order. That better be 2 and 3. Okay, part 2, part 3. Awesome. I'll just reread part 1 first. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director Jessie Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could also indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is in contrast to that of any other Hiss that I have dismissed the idea, or the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We have tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities have been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See their corresponding audio record. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantations were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss is referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all his non-Hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are though, or through, and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is a clear intention in the words, dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as many of my colleagues recommend as beyond idiotic. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in Hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communication between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should become feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does the Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? Cross-dimensional destination? A lot more questions than answers.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
And yeah, Emily is also Dr. Darling's assistant. So like, yeah, basically his right-hand man. I can't remember if this was in a video that I watched with you here, but she was the one who interrupted him in one of the videos. Oh yeah, yeah, I think that was after you were here because when I was it was when I found the level 5 security clearance, I believe. Because she came in to ask him for the code and he was like, "Oh, it's a 665, you know, neighbor of the beast." Yeah, this doesn't look good.
The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through you are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
Pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
The way you've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did
Back,
what
Chief
the
Nips.
Bureau
Thanks for being
does.
here.
They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
generations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The Hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the Hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for this lie projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Yeah, and we can just continue to attempt talking to Dylan, but it's always going to be
I don't know what else I'm
pretty
hoping to find
similar to the...
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary.
She's talking to Polaris most of the time when she's like talking to herself but saying you.
Before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child.
And yeah, like whenever she does it, you'll see like the shimmering around like the side, like that circle shimmer around the sides of the screen, and it'll be identical to when it's kind of pointing out the thing I need to interact with or the door I need to use or something. That's all Polaris.
A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm
And he just goes back to doing that.
comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is mirrored.
Yeah, so he's gonna send us back to containment. I have more ability points I could spend. Oh, jukebox tokens are a thing now. Ooh. Charge. Explosive projectiles. Yep, that's what I want. And I can't afford to upgrade spin or charge. Yeah, charge and spin are my mains. Yeah, more energy. And I might as well go ahead and give that a point, since I can spare it. Yeah, there are different outfits you can unlock, but I still only have the civilian outfit. I'm yawning a lot. Yeah, let's see what that jukebox thing is all about.
God, did she have to write everything in made-up gibberish?
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Oh, there's more stuff we can ask him about. I'm gonna hang off on questioning him until next time, though.
You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Because it's getting to be that time. Well, I started,
She had to write everything in her
I started early, so it's been over... Oh, yeah, I'm going close to 4 hours. Yeah. No wonder I'm getting so hungry. Yeah, let me... wonder if there's anyone good to raid out to.
If they're in there, we go around that way.
Well, let me switch this over real quick. Put some music back on. Yeah, some of that D&D music I was talking about. So, I basically have two choices for the raid. Because there's either, if I'm being honest, the person who I'm probably